Hey, it's Chandler Rusk here with CMR Golf Team and wanted to give you just a breakdown of what I teach. So if you study the golf swing and you study all the greatest ball strikers of all time, what you'll find is that at impact, the spine has 25 degrees of side bend. Now, when that happens, it does a very specific thing. When the body goes into 25 degrees of side bend, it aligns the club shaft with the lead arm. So at address, wouldn't it make sense to position the body with a little bit of tilt and create a straight line with the club shaft if that's where impact is going to be? Now, from down the line, because there's side bend and there's also rotation that you can see from this down the line view, what that does is it aligns the club shaft with the trail arm. And so from a down the line perspective, wouldn't it make sense to align the club shaft with the trail arm if that's where impact is going to be? Now, here's the easiest way to train this. Love Jumbo Max grips, hoping to get involved with them soon, but on these grips, love the science on them, because if you were to use a hammer and hammer a nail, I would think that you would want to hammer with a pretty good size handle. You don't want to be just gripping the shaft. Anybody that's put these grips in their hands has actually increased anywhere from 2 to 5 mile an hour in swing speed, so highly recommend Jumbo Max. But the other cool thing about these is it has a hole in the bottom. And what you can do is you can stick an alignment rod in that grip to where you have a club face on there, and you can feel this relationship of the club to the body. And so when the body gets positioned to tilt, it aligns the arm and aligns the club with the middle of the spine. And so from there, if we have a golf ball on the ground, we can actually just get set up with our tilt and our straight lines. And from here, we can basically just feel how halfway back we want to point this stick right at that golf ball and just extend back and come right back down on that line. So just kind of a long chip shot here. And then from there, what we can do is we can take the rod out and we can teach ourselves the release of the golf swing. So if you ever want to teach yourself some long chip shots or punch shots, do it with the rod. Anything full, pitching to full swing, take the rod out, and after impact, all we're going to do is we're just going to let the arms release. And that's all we're going to do. So on this one, I'm going to go ahead and set up, kind of visualize that rod there. I can see how that would be pointing, go straight back, and then I'm going to let my arms release on the way through. And so, simplest golf swing ever created.